Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment. And just a few hours later, from me talking about me going live and discussing Antonio Brown's release from the Oakland Raiders, he has now signed with a new team. He is now a New England Patriot. And let me tell you something, okay? In between me recording that, me going live, me giving my thoughts on Antonio Brown's release from the Oakland Raiders, and me going live right now, I went to go see It Chapter 2. And I believed, okay, I thought that was gonna be the scariest thing I saw today. I said nothing is gonna be scarier than this, at least today. Oh boy, was I wrong on that, as now we have Antonio Brown being a New England Patriot. And I want to give a moment of silence because something has died tonight, or maybe actually it's been dead for quite a while on this earth, but I guess I'm just realizing it more and more. I'd like to give a moment of silence to morality, to justice, to anything that has to do with people getting what they deserve. I want to give a moment of silence, just briefly, a moment of silence for morality going out of the window. Just a brief moment of silence. Please bow your heads. Thank you. Because I just don't know how I'm supposed to be okay with this. I don't know how people are okay with this. Most people aren't. But I mean, how can we give this petulant child, because that's what he is. He is a petulant child. How can we, hours after he, forced himself out of a team that he went all off season about saying, I'm so excited for, just hours after this, how can we pay him again? How can we send him to the best team in the league, the Super Bowl champion, and giving him what he wants? This was always his destination. He always wanted to be a New England Patriot, and now he's going to have the privilege of sitting on the sidelines tomorrow and watching the New England Patriots defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. He will not be playing, but this will justify himself mentally. He will feel vilified, he will feel vindicated, and it will be an L for morality, for justice, for anything that is just in this world. It'll be yet another L. I'm so over this petulant child named Antonio Brown, who I now nickname Antonio Clown. Now, with that said, what will his role and impact be on this team? By the way, this was a 1-year contract with incentives that can bring it up to $15 million, and from what I read, a $9 million signing bonus. Now, I'm pretty sure, again, he's going to have to, not be, or at least not perform conduct detrimental to the team as he did with the Oakland Raiders, or this contract will be void. But that is the contract right now. So another potentially $15 million year for Antonio Brown, despite all of this nonsense, despite all of this ridiculousness, despite each and every single second of it that I hate more and more as this story continues. With all of that said, I don't think this changes anything. I think, first of all, remember, I have the New England Patriots making the Super Bowl anyway. I have them defeating the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Now, I believe it's going to be a close game, just as it was last year. But I think that will be the same result. I have that being the same result. And I have the Patriots currently losing to the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. But as I told you in my playoff predictions video, I was this close to picking the Eagles. And it could also be the LA Rams or maybe the New Orleans Saints as well. Or maybe, whatever team, can rise up there. But I'm pretty damn confident the Patriots will not be winning the Super Bowl this year. I think the Cowboys will beat them. I think the Cowboys will run the ball on them. And before they know it, the game will be over. I think the Eagles are way more talented than them right now. I think Carson Wentz is going to prove to be a better quarterback than Tom Brady at this point. If he makes it there, he's going to have to make it there. But if he makes it there, I think he'll outperform him just as Nick Foles did in the Super Bowl, and he'll win that game. I think the Rams, if they make it back, I think they'd have a better strategy this time around. I don't think the Patriots are winning the Super Bowl this year. I just don't believe at age 42, Tom Brady is winning the Super Bowl this year. I just don't believe that. That's something I do not believe. And I believe they were going to win last year, but I mean, I cannot believe that age 42 they're going to win right now. I just can't. So, we'll see. But let me tell you this right now, because I own Antonio Brown in a fantasy league. I got him down, and by the way, he could be gone in 2 weeks. He could be gone in 1 week. He could be gone tomorrow. I mean, you just don't know with Antonio Clown right now. Any moment. Breaking news, Antonio Brown. I mean, this has been the story for the last, 4 days. I look at the screen, breaking news, Antonio Brown blank. It was Wednesday. It was Thursday. I was out to lunch with my team at work. Breaking news, Antonio Brown got into a verbal argument with Mike Mayock. Then I think it was yesterday, breaking news, John Gruden says, they're planning on playing him. And by the way, also there was a breaking news, they're planning on suspending him the day before. Then breaking news, they're planning on playing him on Monday. And breaking news, Antonio Brown wants his release. And then breaking news, Antonio Brown has been released. And then breaking news, Antonio Brown has signed with the New England Patriots. It's just Antonio Brown. Nothing but Antonio Brown. This guy's such a drama queen, such an attention whore. It's absolute, it's true. How can you deny it? I'm sick of it, I'm tired of it. And I believe he will make it through this year. But I got him down for 800 receiving yards right now. 800. Now, he could go over 1,000, but I think it's 900 for Antonio Brown and a wealthy amount of touchdowns. I think he'll come down with 7 touchdowns. I think he'll have a good amount of touchdowns. But I don't think he's worth being a wide receiver 2 right now. And right now, although I do think he'll really turn it on late in the year and then have some great performances to end the season. So I would not go all in on this Antonio Brown thing at all. And as I said, though, in my Antonio Brown release video, I thought it was a distinct possibility and probably the best probability that he would sign with the New England Patriots. But this is my biggest problem, man. You got Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown in the same locker room, in the same position room. You think this is a good idea? Oh, no. We are in trouble, dog. Okay? I'm conflicted. I'm 50-50 on whether or not he's going to make it through the whole year. I just said that I think he will. So let me say 51-49. But I think there's a 49% chance here this blows up, and it could be in the both of them. I mean, I could see both of them getting high at a club in Miami before a Dolphins game. They get caught, they're done. I mean, I think you're talking about throwing these two guys together. It's insane. It's insane. It's literally, it's nuts. It's just craziness. But this is what the New England Patriots are allowed to do. They're allowed to throw out morality, common sense, and sell their souls. First of all, not even sell their souls. Their souls are gone. I mean, there is no other team in this league that has the devil incarnate than the New England Patriots, who don't care about what you've done, about whether or not you deserve it. If you have talent, congratulations. Welcome aboard. I mean, we don't care. We've sold our souls to the devil. Bill Belichick is the devil incarnate, and we just don't care. We don't care. If you have talent, you'll slide on by. And I have problems with that. I have problems. I don't think we should, as a society, reward stuff like that. I'm sorry. I just don't. Even for Super Bowls, even for 6 Super Bowls, I'm not down with it. I don't want my team to sign petulant children. I don't want my team to sign guys that don't even know how to stay off weed so that they can finally take advantage of the world-class talent and be one of the best wide receivers this game has ever seen. I have a problem trading away some of the players that this organization has traded away over the years, guys that actually wanted to play football for them. I have big, big problems with this team and its mentality, but they win Super Bowls. So we're going to continue to glorify them. We're going to continue to, praise them, whatever. And also, let's not forget about the cheating scandals, the Deflategate, the, what was it called again? The videotape gate, whatever it was called. I mean, we just... It's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's just this franchise. I just have big problems with this franchise. I mean, really. I mean, if they just won, like the Warriors don't do anything shady. Like, yeah, they got Kevin Durant, and people didn't like that they got Kevin Durant. But Kevin Durant's a great guy. It was only when he went to the Warriors he became a petulant child himself. But they signed a great character guy in Kevin Durant, and they just shut up and they go play basketball. Klay Thompson just goes and play basketball. Steph Curry's a great guy, dude. Draymond's a bit of a clown for sure, but he's just antsy. He's just Draymond. Everyone in their friend group has a Draymond. The guy who can't get too drunk. He's gonna get into a bar fight if he gets too drunk. He always wants to fight people. He talks trash at the basketball court. Everyone has a Draymond in their friend group. I know guys like Draymond. So I'm fine with the Warriors. They just win games. Cool. They just win games and that's it. But the Patriots and the way they operate, man, I just had big problems with it. So, look, I don't think this ends well ultimately. Again, I think he'll make it through the year. I'll go with that 51%, but I think it's 49%. It's a damn disaster. I think also a part of that 49%, I think 20% is Josh Gordon goes down as well. And at the end of the season, you only see Julian Edelman and who else? Demaryius Thomas on the football field. And also Jacoby Myers and N'Keal Harry. So they have plenty of weapons. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still have them going to the Super Bowl. But, I mean, this Antonio Brown, it didn't make sense. Why would you draft N'Keal Harry round 1? Now the pick doesn't make any damn sense if you're just going to go sign Antonio Brown. And you still have Julian Edelman and you like Jacoby Myers and you have Demaryius Thomas. Now he's not going to play. So, it didn't make any... Now, the Patriots, whatever. They're just going to continue to get away with it. They continue to get away with it. They continue to get away with it. But it annoys me greatly. And I'm just going to answer some quick questions and then get out of here. This is a Saturday night. I don't want to take up too much of y'all's or my time. But, yeah, I'm just tired of talking about Antonio Brown. He's already taken up enough of my life this week, and I'm over it. So let's go to the chat quickly, and then we'll get out of here. The Black Sensei says Antonio Brown has CTE, and I believe so. I absolutely believe so. I mean, that's something I absolutely believe. Brunel Jacobs says Goodell should freaking veto this signing. Honestly, how is this fair? I mean, yeah, I don't think it's going to be great anyway. Like, I think he gets through this year. I think he has like 800 receiving yards. If he does that, I think they re-sign him. And then after that, like literally either before or during next year, they release him because he's being a clown again or they just stop playing him. And then after that, he goes and signs the Miami Dolphins and he's gone. Just like Chad Ochocinco. Or they trade him to the Minnesota Vikings and he gets released. And he goes to the Tennessee Titans just like Randy Moss. This will not be a kind ending for Antonio Brown. Now, the one argument is that Brown is closer to the prime of his career than Ochocinco and Randy Moss were to theirs. Yes, but I just think that we're near the end of the rope here. I mean, he's lost his damn mind. And, although that's not a physical thing, that's a big thing. I mean, that's a problem. Oh, Joshua Scott says he's not allowed to be on the sideline tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. So he won't be on the sideline tomorrow, but he'll be happy. He'll tweet, "Oh, look at that. My new team beat my old team, the Steelers. I'm in a better team now. I'm going to win a Super Bowl." Good luck with that. Let's see, what else? Simone Lavonte Berthiamu, I think. Berthiamu, maybe. Or I don't even know. That's my best guess. What's the price of acting like a baby and disrespecting your GM? A new $50 million contract by the Patriots. Nice. I mean, exactly. I mean, Antonio Brown, do you not even have respect for Mike Mayock? Like, I think out of respect, excuse me. I think out of respect for Mike Mayock, I wouldn't sign him. Like, I think, these general managers or head coaches in the league should have, like, some sort of understanding, like, dude, this guy's just a dick. Don't sign this guy. Why would you sign a guy that just called his GM? And I don't even want to say it. I think more and more, I think saying it is just wrong. But I'll say it because in this era, it's still able to be said. But I guarantee in 20 years, you're not going to be able to say this term. Why would you call your GM a cracker? I mean, this is just ridiculous. And you're going to sign a player who just called his general manager a cracker? You don't think he's going to do that to you? Oh, but I'm Bill Belichick. He's going to respect me. Okay. We're dealing with a different kind of crazy here in Antonio Clown. Okay, so good luck with all of that. What else do we have here? Jake's TTMTV asks, what do you think of Terrell Williams now? I think he's going to do great, for his standards this season. I think he'll get over 1,000 yards, pick him up in your fantasy leagues. Not many touchdowns, probably like 5 or 6, but that's still pretty damn good. If you can pick him up, I picked him up in a 10-man league. 12 in a 14-man league, he's probably not available, but if he is, run and pick him up right now. But if you're in a 10-man league, pick him up. Definitely pick him up. Perfect Shot asks, what's your score for the Titans versus Browns? I gotta watch my week 1 picks video for that, my friend. And George Metza says, remember MJ, Pats for 2019 Super Bowl champs. Yeah, in terms of 2019, but they ain't going to win in 2020, okay? They won the 2018-19 season, but this year, no. It's not going to be the New England Patriots, no. No. And then we'll end with this, actually. So Swally Bell says Antonio Brown will be like Chad Johnson. He has a mental illness. Look, Chad Johnson and Terrell Owens are two guys that come to mind, right? And how they flamed out in their NFL careers. Randy Moss a little bit as well. Look, I love those guys, actually. I love T.O., man. Because he just the troll, man. And Randy Moss, too, Chad Ochocinco, they're just trolls. They just troll you, dude. They're cocky. They get in your head. They get in the fans' head. They have high confidence. They're just cocky assholes. I have no problem with those guys. Antonio Brown's just an idiot. That's just it. Point blank and simple. There's a difference between, wanting to get what you deserve and, sometimes being a troll. And, look, definitely T.O. wanted the ball at times. It could be, a little annoying, be a little petulant himself. But, he wasn't crazy and so detrimental to his team as Antonio Brown, not wanting to practice. Whenever he had the contract dispute, yes, he wasn't practicing then. But if he has his contract, he's going to go practice for you. He's going to work harder than anyone on the damn team. Antonio Brown isn't going to practice anymore. Antonio Brown calls his GM a cracker. Terrell Owens would never say that. Now, he get into a verbal argument with his head coach, for sure. But he's not going to call anybody a cracker. It's insane. And as I said earlier, I'll say it again. I hate saying that term. If we're talking about saltine crackers, if we're talking about graham crackers, if we're talking about cheese and crackers, I can say that. I hate saying cracker in that context. It's not a good term at all. So this guy's nuts. And, they rewarded this craziness. They need to send him to a mental health institution. And, we're going to see, man. But this is just insane. This is just absolutely crazy. So with that said, I'm getting out of here. That's enough Antonio Brown for one day. This guy's stressing me out. It's Saturday night. Okay, it's date night. So go ahead and have fun out there and enjoy yourselves. We got football tomorrow, right? So don't get too hungover for that. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.